Alright guys, welcome back to more Let's Play Drakengard 3. We are continuing with 4's DLC. Which I have a feeling this is going to be a boss fight. Because 5 only had 4 verses, and this is the 4th verse of 4. Plus, the Land of Sands is where she was found. Or like where we found her.
Well, that about wraps up another day of meaningless slaughter.
Don't say such things. We achieved an honorable victory this day.
Yep, keep telling yourself that. All you did was kill a bunch of helpless soldiers.
I'm just trying to help one. To serve her in all things.
Sure, okay. Pin the blame on her if it makes you feel better.
I'm not pinning blame. It's the truth. I'd never kill just to kill things. All this fighting is... it's ugly. And sad.
Oh, that's a riot. If you really feel that way, why do you keep chopping fools in half, huh?
I'm a simple girl. All I can do is devote myself to the challenge in front of me. You have no right to criticize someone who is only fighting as best she could.
You are living in one serious world of delusions, sister.
Today was a fine day, my lady, was it not?
Indeed. Though it wasn't easy, we managed to succeed.
I'm sure Lady One will be delighted.
You think so?
Of course.
I hope you're right. She's usually pretty quiet. It's kind of hard to know what she's thinking.
Now, if it please you, my lady, I have a strategy for our next battle.
It's not like I'm fishing for compliments or anything. It's just, you know, if one would talk to me more often, maybe I'd have a better idea of what she really wants.
Well spoken, my lady. Now, as to the upcoming battle.
I mean, I am the most cooperative of the sisters, you know? One's smart. She must have seen that by now. But even if one actually is grateful, it doesn't mean much if the object of that gratitude is unaware of it. That's just my opinion, of course. Anyway, what were you saying?
Nothing, my lady.
You ignored me and that turned me on.
You ignore whatever I say. You ignore my very existence. You leave me twisting in the wind. Oh.
Yep, I knew it.
What next, Lady Four?
You know how the remaining elves have formed a band of air pirates, right?
I thought we'd already dispatched those brigands.
We dispatched them, but we didn't annihilate them. There are a few stragglers that we need to chase down.
Do we really need to chase them, my lady, when they have literally turned their backs and fled? They cannot be much of a threat.
But who is to say when they might once again bare their fangs? We must completely eliminate any potential threats to one.
Such cruelty.
Sorry? What was that?
Nothing, my lady. Your strategy is both bold and wise, and I shall serve you in all things.
Okay. My left leg is like trying to fall asleep for whatever reason. And I don't know why. So maybe this isn't a boss fight. Maybe she gets like one extra chapter then. Or one extra verse. Land of Sands, the sky. There are so many boats.
Hurry. If one hopes to reign supreme, we have to establish our dominance here. These are pirates, you know. Real bad characters. There's no need to hold back. If we crush them utterly, the world will
3,
be
4,
better for it.
5.
Now let's go save the world.
Seriously? Now you've got a savior complex on top of everything else? Shooting a bunch of fleeing infantrymen in the back isn't going to help one. It isn't going to help anyone.
No, you're wrong.
Shoot the
And
dragon
if one
down.
believes
It's
that,
gonna light up the balloon.
then she's wrong too.
Come on.
Dragon! It's a dragon! It's going for the balloon! Evade! Evade!
Oh, jeez. Oh, come on. Do the lock-on release. Thank you. I didn't get that one. All right. There we go. Ow. Jesus.
Girl, listen up.
What?
Don't what me? Don't you hear all that screaming? How can you hear that without going insane?
They're just battle cries. It's nothing to fuss over.
They sound scared shitless to me.
Oh, and what if they are?
All right. Oh, come on. There's the hit.
Where else? What did we ever do to you?
Well, what is, like, I'm actually surprised the elves are so high-pitched voice. I would have thought this would have been more like a gnome voice than anything. There we go. I think I'm gonna use a healing potion. Just because we have
Did you hear
so
that?
many of this.
What?
They're screaming in terror. Okay, look, even if these are elves or whatever, this is just, I mean...
Don't let it affect you, Gabriella. War is as much a conflict against yourself as it is a battle against the enemy. You just need to ask yourself what it means to be on the right side.
Shut up, freak. What do you know about right anyway?
The war is more of a conflict between yourself and the enemy. Like, that's actually a really interesting line. And, like, I grew up as a army kid in which, you know, my dad went to war. And, you know, I don't really know what my dad did because I don't ask him. But, I mean, you know, some of the situations that you might hear people talk about is like, you know, whether or not to take care of a civilian, by the orders of, like, your lieutenant or whatever, even though, like, that civilian might be 6 years old and not really a threat, you know? So, like, it's a fight between, like, your moral compass and what those in command want you to do. Which is kind of interesting to think about.
I know we're pirates, but no living thing deserves such horror.
Oh, I need to heal. Jeez. Jesus. That is some terrifying screams to hear. Come on. Thank you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Fire all cannons! Don't let it near the mothership!
All right. This is fine. This is fine.
I thought I was brave, but I don't want to die.
Alright, there's the balloon. Alright, one more left. That's honestly like really chilling to hear. Pirate mothership.
No, it's heading for
You're
the
acting like a
mothership.
crazy person. This isn't even a war. It's goddamn
All
manslaughter.
hands, enter defensive formations.
What's so funny?
Manslaughter. We're fighting elves, remember? So it can't be manslaughter.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and that's not all. This is a pirate ship, not some pleasure craft. Pirates are evil, and it's fine to kill evil people. As long as they're not civilians, they're fair game. This is the hammer of justice at work. We're always in the right. Now, keep attacking! Move it!
The mothership. My family.
Oh, I don't have any Can you lock onto those and get rid of them?
The mothership has suffered catastrophic damage.
Thank you. Alright, there goes that one. I don't really know if I like the attitude that 4 has here. Like, yeah, I get that she's doing it in terms of because it's what, you know, her sister wants, and she wants to make sure her sister is happy, but this is like just extremely cruel. And like, granted, we know nothing about the pirate elves, so I mean, they very well could be evil, but yeah, justice prevails as the trophy.
The screams of burning victims rang out from the downed vessels. The cries for help echoed far and wide. But none of it bothered the intoner in the least. After all, they weren't civilians. After all, they weren't human.
Well, neither are you,
After
technically.
all, they were the bad guys. The intoner was filled with sublime exhilaration.
Honestly, really disturbing. 9,000 experience. Gets us to level 10. $20,000 in terms of gold. All missions, we obtained 4's claws level 1s. Gold soldiers will now appear in various levels. Okay, so we have our so we are done with 4's DLC. So obviously I'm gonna, you know, grind up off screen, in which then once I get near level 10, we will come back and we will read the memoirs of 4. I'm honestly a little bit disturbed from that. Now we have 80 grand. What do we need to... Oh, I can't do it here. I have to go to, like, here. Okay, so we are done with spears. We are done with swords. We have 1 combat bracer left, and we need 27 grand. The combat bracer is used by the intoner 4. Which then a white material, and then a black material. 329 is pretty powerful, but I mean, Jesus, look at that. Alright, so we will need a black material again in order to get that. Okay. So, and is that the only weapon we have left? Yeah, that is the only weapon we have left to, get. So, when we come back, I will have ground 4 in her DLC up to near level 10, in which then we'll either do a mission or we'll finish a mission. And we will get 4 to level 10, which then we'll be able to go through the memoirs, and then we'll start on 3's DLC. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you then.